Yeah, she looks like a May. Execute. It blew my mind to find out that Execute is actually, well, actually Executor and Alolan Executor are actually considered usable in Pokemon Let's Go. It's like they made it specific, or Pokemon Go, sorry, not Let's Go. They made it exclusively and specifically for me. Yo, really? It did, like, no damage, though. It's like rolling a natural D20 to, you know, drink from a glass of water without spilling it all over yourself. Yo. It's like level 36 for Charizard. Give me a break. Is that the weirdest Pokemon ever? Jinx and Smoochum are pretty friggin' weird, dude. But there, I mean, there's some weird Pokemon in, even in Gen 1. What's the one that's just a bunch of keys? Ugh. What's that Tom Cruise movie where he plays the Jamaican Grim Reaper? So that's not Tom Cruise. That's Brad Pitt in Meet Joe Black. He's not Jamaican. He's just the Grim Reaper. But as Robert pointed out, he does speak in a Jamaican patois at one point because he's speaking to a terminally ill Jamaican lady. Jamaica Mistake, exactly. Jimmy Buffett. Wake me up! There are white Jamaican people? Yeah, but I mean, like, Brad Pitt isn't one of them. I'm not saying he shouldn't be allowed to do it. I'm just saying it's a funny scene. I'm not offended that Meet Joe Black exists. If I was offended, I'd be offended by the fact that the movie is terrible. I don't want to see myself lose. It's better than K-Pax? Yo, I mean, to be fair, I've only seen it once, and it was when I was like 14. But K-Pax was okay. Back in the you know, we didn't know the stuff we know now about Kevin Spacey days. It's oddish. What a surprise. Mathis thinks K-Pax... I didn't mean to use this move. I'm sorry. Mathis thinks K-Pax is a documentary. Dustin. What are you going to send out? I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess that you're going to send out a Bellsprout. Weeping Bell. So close. I didn't realize we'd be on this level of advancement. Razor Leaf. Razor scooters are so dangerous, trainers have started buying their Pokemon Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf. Look, Weeping Bell is an extremely dumb-looking Pokemon. There is absolutely no doubt about that. I will never defend Weeping Bell. Bellsprout is kind of cool. Weeping Bell is weird. It's a weird Pokemon. What do you mean, screw you? I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if you love Weeping Bell. then more power to you. But it's a weird looking Pokemon, dude. Victory Bell? I got no problem with Victory Bell. What about regular Pokemon like Probopass? Dude, don't even start with me. I'm getting so tilted. You know? What, it's Adventure Week in Pokemon Go. All I see are freaking Lileeps, which is just, I don't even know, it's like a mop Pokemon. And then Anorith, which is a freaking, is just like a dragonfly or something. And then, I don't even know where, like, all these Probopasses are coming. I don't even think they're part of Adventure Week. It's not even Probopass, dude. It's Nose Pass, which is the first version of Probopass, pre-mustache. I don't need him anymore. I already have Probopass. Stop spawning them. Oh, it's because he's a rock type? Like, Rhyhorns? Dude, keep summoning Rhyhorns. I'm happy to see it because I've got a Rhyperior. And he's good, so I want to have as many Rhydon candies as possible, or Rhyhorn candies as possible. Keep spawning Geodudes, dude. I need to get to Golem, okay? Kabuto, I'm powering my Kabutops up, so I got nothing against that. But, like, by the way, look at... Oh, absolutely. I love Alolan Rocklord, who now has a Thunder move. Look at Rhyperior and tell me that it's not Gibraltar from Apex Legends. As soon as Kate showed me, I was like, that's Gibraltar. Then I got one myself, and I was like, dude, I gotta... Once I start naming Pokemon, that's Gibraltar. Welcome to the Celadon City Gym. You better not underestimate the nice ladies here. Oh, Weeping Bell. That's a good one. Rhyperior is the evolved form of Rhydon. I did get Spire on Switch. I haven't been playing... I played a little bit. I'm having a good time enjoying non-Ascension 20 runs as I get to, you know, slowly grind back up there. But mostly, like, to be honest, when I have a little bit of game time and I'm at home, I'm still playing Tarkov. Destroyed. Tangela. I think I'm gonna keep battling. With Twitch Prime, do you have to resubscribe every month? You do. That's the now they warn you, like when you click the subscribe button, it goes like, hey, you've only got 33 days until your Twitch Prime is ready to go. 33 days is probably like, it's a bad number to pick, but you get the idea. Before, you just had to like mark it on your dang old calendar, dude. You know what? You got me. You got me. There are no bad numbers. All numbers are good. What about 666? What about Final Fantasy X-2? Let's just hit him with the freaking dang old skull, dude. It's not very effective. But it was burned. I had something to say, but I forgot it. Good. Your team is not very good against grass types. What about Charmeleon? I just gotta use a revive. It's not very effective, dude. Okay, here's the thing. Grass v grass. There's no way. Actually, you know what? You're right. Put Ruka out there and use Floaty Fall. Genius maneuver. But yeah, like if I'm, if we're out of the house, you know, I'm tippy-tapping a little Pokemon Go. Inside, I've been playing more Tarkov. I love solo Tarkov. It didn't work amazing on Unity last week. You know, you just call it like you see it. But we're going to make more of an effort. We've been talking, Dan and I talked on Thursday about, like, how to make the 4-player Unity Tarkov work better. I still think, like, what I said to him makes sense. We have, like, designated looters and designated shooters. I'm happy to be a shooter every time. That doesn't bother me. I do also think Scav Factory is the smooth brain pick. You never do Scav Factory. PMC Factory is fine because you spawn in together. But Scav Factory is just like... The problem for me with that is that you end up... I guess we should have just taken the shortcut. You just end up constantly spending the first... you know, X minutes of every run being like, I'm wearing a toque with a green hat. And then, like, somebody else wasn't listening. So you go, oh, sorry, is that you? And you go, I'm wearing a toque. It's a green hat. And then they go, oh, I wasn't listening. And you go, I'm wearing a toque. Are you wiggling right now? It sucks. So, like, Scab Factory blows. PM, that's the only one that is, like, cursed from the get-go. Everything else is totally fine. But I think, like, as long as we have better communication, it should be okay. I hope we'll be okay. Because I like Tarkov. And if it works pretty well with 3 people, to get to 4 people, I think we can make it happen. But... other people have to listen. I'm not saying I'm a perfect listener. But I will say that when I communicate, I do my best to communicate in the most direct and objectively correct way. I'm standing by a shipping container that says, "What's up?" And I think all we need to do is make sure that Tomo, come on, man. All we gotta do is make sure that everybody communicates. So instead of saying things like, I'm right on your left, we say, I'm on your left right around this corner. I'm right on your south. That was the other thing. People started calling out cardinal directions. I was like... I was like, I don't have a compass. How do you... I'm not saying you're wrong on the direction. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the hell north is. I think sometimes people just... whatever direction they're pointing, they just call it north. They go like, we gotta go north this way. But I that's just a hunch. Did I fight you already? I did not fight you already. I agree that Tarkov could use a compass. Like... the game it tries to be realistic, but there's nothing that, like, says you shouldn't be able to have a compass. Like, that's not like a HUD. Just be able to, like, hit Alt-C and look at what direction you're going or something. But anyway, it's still in beta. Maybe they'll add it. Alright, easy money. I haven't watched any E3 stuff yet. I will. I mean, I'm most interested for sure, like, Sony conference and PC gaming show. But, like, to be honest, I don't really care that much about, like, announcements and trailers and stuff. And that's not to be like, oh, that's right, there is no Sony conference. But, I'm not trying to just be, like, needlessly contrarian. Like, E3, if you're into it, is cool. But I'm more the kind of guy who's like, hey, this game's coming out this week and buzz is really good. That's what I get excited about. Way more so than, like, 18 months from now, there's a, you know, this sequel coming out. And you can go anywhere. I will use the secret technique, chop down. I still have the same opinion about E3, by the way, that I had on Roundtable, which is like, for some reason, my brain's wired backwards compared to a lot of other streamers and YouTubers. I try to be reasonably positive about the game industry like 99% of the year, and then on E3, when there's a trailer, and people are like, that looks like probably the greatest fucking piece of media ever made. I'm like, well, it's just a vertical slice. And why do you have to be so cynical all the time? Just let people enjoy things. And then for the rest of the year, you know, Ubisoft releases a season pass for Rainbow Six Siege. And everybody goes, this is anti-consumer. This is a fucking deadly sin. You know what announcement I'm most excited about, though? Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian Studios. I have not played any of the other Baldur's Gate games except Dark Alliance on the PlayStation 2. However, Larian Studios making another game. That's a big announcement. Plus, it has Bald in the title. Exactly. You drop Divinity 2 so fast, you'll never play Baldur's Gate. We played like 40 hours of Divinity 2, for one. Secondly, if Baldur's Gate 3 has the same mechanics, you know, for co-op as Divinity Original Sin 2, that's a Unity game. We made the mistake of trying to make it work on YouTube. That is a Unity game. 100%. Go ahead, send out your freaking weeping bell. I can already tell you. It's the same, like, it's looter-shooter meta. Dan and Mouth, I've played Diablo 3 with Mouth. I had to stop because my brain almost, like, turned inside out. Because my man, he's loot obsessed. I mean, I'll let Charmeleon try to make this happen here, then we'll go Pikachu. Sure, I did it wrong, but whatever. Yo, it's like a Vileplume dab. I tell the same joke every single time. But playing Diablo 3 with Mouth is like, hey, dude, are you kitted up to go to the dungeon? And he's like, yeah, I'm kitted up to go to the dungeon. And then we go to the dungeon, and he picks up, like, a ladle, and he's like, I gotta TP back to town. And then he goes, he talks to Deckard Cain, and Deckard Cain is like, that's quite a fine ladle you've got there. It's worth 3 copper pieces. I can't wait for this man to loot forever. But I think that would be half of the fun of playing a game like that on Unity. That's it. I knew you could do it. Oh, it even flinched. It's just that easy. Unfortunately, Kate fainted and won't get experience for this fight. Oh, I concede. What do you mean you concede? You lost. I beat you. Oh, Krabby is evolving. Finally. Excuse me, it evolves into Kingler. The thing is, we really have, like, no need for Kingler. Because we have Gyarados, but, like, at least he's got Lance Bass's haircut. One Claw grew massively and is hard as steel. It has 10,000 horsepower strength. However, it is too heavy. That's its description. It's like it was written by a 6th grader. It has 10,000 horsepower strength. However, it's too heavy. It's kind of a value judgment. I must confer on you a rainbow badge. You got a rainbow badge from Erica. A rainbow badge raises the level of Pokemon willing to listen to you to level 50 for Pokemon that you have received from other trainers in here. If you'd like, please also take this with you. It's TM53 Mega Drain. Half the damage it inflicts is drained from the target to heal your Pokemon. Wouldn't you agree that it's a wonderful move? It's just that easy. Rocket Dungeon? Excuse me, Josh, I already did Rocket Dungeon? Or is that where you're saying you are in the game? If that's the case, dude, we're like exactly at the same point, basically. Oh my god, do we have to do this? Oh, Pikachu's stoked. It's gazing happily at your sparkling new gym badge. Stop it, run. Gunk, gunk. Hey, gunk. Josh, by the way, can I say I've been very negative about Mathis as a Pokemon Go friend. Josh is like the greatest Pokemon Go friend. He sends me a gift every day. I send him a gift every day. I never have to ask. He just does it. Even Kate, I have to ask sometimes. We level up anyway because we battle, but that feels worse because I lose every time. Like, literally, I think I've won like 1 out of 15 matches. I've won 2, apparently. Luke said he sent you a gift a year ago and you haven't opened it.
No. Me?
Yeah. I believe it. His name is Luke. What's your name in Pokemon Go, Luke? Sorry, I didn't mean to press this again. It happens. You know, anytime you go to the Pokemon Center, that's where you also take the opportunity to go to the Twitch bounty board. Just see what's going on there. Anyone want to pay me to sing? Nope. That's okay. Maybe it's for the best. Okay, Luke said he stopped checking. So it's possible that maybe you have opened it.
Well.
Oh, you're curious, aren't you? You're curious about me and this machine. Do you want to know the details? Okay, if you insist, this machine is a great vehicle that allows you to fly in the sky. It's a marvelous invention, if I do say so myself. It's not an exaggeration to say that this is a secret technique. Even though I worked really hard on this, nobody wants to try it. You seem to be a courageous young boy. I'll tell you how to ride this machine, the secret technique, Sky Dash. Oh, that Pokemon wants to fly? My invention instead of you? Great, it matches my inspiration perfectly. All right, let's get to it. Do this and that, hold this handle and pull. Then that will be like that, and with these balloons, you're in the air. Ruka learned the secret technique, Sky Dash. You can fly to a town you've been to. Okay. You can have this machine, so be sure to enjoy many trips through the sky. Alright, and you be sure to shave. Those are first grade instructions. You've learned the secret technique of DoorDash. That's what Mathis says. He's like, I don't leave my house, so I never have gifts to give you. And then I didn't believe him. I was like, what do you mean you don't leave your house? And then on Thursday, he got a coffee delivered to him, and just a coffee from from Starbucks at like 2:30 p.m. his time. I'm not saying the man can't live his life that way. All right? I'm just saying I now believe him when he says he does not leave the house.